The Yogini temple of Hirapur is the smallest Yogini temple known until today, but it is one of the most inspiring, and while visiting, no one remains indifferent to its special beauty. I wrote in my travel notes in February 2005, in the outskirts of Bhubaneswar, in the state of Orissa, I visited for the first time one of the most fascinating places in India, the 64 Yogini temple of Hirapur. In this temple, I passed beyond the experience of bliss of the senses and all the understanding. After contemplating one by one the figures of the yoginis, my eyes closed and my body fell into a sitting position. Silence filled the stone shell of the temple beneath the open sky. Distantly, more and more distantly, the world continued to turn while my soul expanded in the primordial waters of devotion. Standing here in the outside platform, I can see the entrance of the temple and the shrine that was restored, and it seems that they did quite a special work because it seems too big for the small place. In the outside part of the shrine, we found 3 yoginis, one is missing, and 4 Bhairavas. The villagers said that the one yogini that is missing was flying around when bad people came, and that when they started to destroy the images of the yoginis. So she decided to remain outside. Now this yogini is full dressed in a small shrine some few kilometers away, and it seems quite impossible to tell if she is damaged or not, or if she is in the same style like the other yoginis. Here we have Shiva Bhairava sitting in Lalita Sana over a preta as a symbol that he has conquered those beings that represent false, corrupted, convulsive, deceived, jealous, and greedy people. The 4th Bhairava is standing in one leg, is Ekapada Bhairava. Is one of the typical figures of Bhairava in Orissa. This iconography symbolizes the open mind God that can look all around without losing his center. Vidya de Gea postulates that in the absence of inscriptions to identify the date of construction of this temple, the only way is to compare the styles with the nearby temples in Bhubaneswar. After analyzing the sculptural differences and similarities, she said that probably this temple was constructed at the end of the 9th century, beginning of the 10th century. Here we have Mahamaya, that is looked as the important goddess of this temple. Maybe because she's standing in front of the gate. For the local priests, it seems that they don't know how to venerate several female deities at the same time, and they can only deal with Mahamaya. It seems that they don't care about the other yoginis, The main idea of a group of goddesses is not in their mind. Villagers come and offer flowers to the yoginis, but I have never seen the priests paying any attention to them. We human beings love to give names and labels to everything. I have encountered several people eager to know all the names of the yoginis at the temples. Here in Hirapur, the sculptures don't have inscriptions on the bottom of the images. And as Vidya Deheya says, each temple reflects a different and localized tradition of yoginis, and it would be fruitless to seek the specific names and rituals associated with each temple. Here we can see two fierce-looking yoginis. One is showing her fangs and the other is killing Gayasura and frenetically dancing as Shiva is in the Yogini temple of Ranipur Jarial. The image of Shiva dancing with the skin of the dead demon elephant is very much depicted in South India. And contrasting, we can see here the yoginis with beautiful faces of young girls. And here, an impressive image of a yogini dealing with fire or water, and one with animal head. Each one of the yoginis transcend the damaged sculptures and show the beauty of the work and the symbolism. Here, some aquatic symbols at their feet. One of the yoginis look like a forest yogini. Here in Orissa, all the trees are representation of the mother goddess. In the small corridor at the entrance, we find two vetalas that they are creatures that look like ghosts and are seen as protectors. Hirapur is the only temple that has different images protecting the external walls. We have two male guardians and 9 different female protectors in the outside walls all around the temple. These 9 female sculptures are holding skull cups standing over large severed human head and 2 jackals. Only one of the head is surrounded by 2 male dancers. It seems that the village now it's called Hundi, but everybody knows this place like the 64 Yogini temples of Hirapur. There are controversies about the role of the growing local devotional expression and the preservation of this important historical site. The priests welcome the visitors as they are source of income when they ask for donations when they perform the puja for Mahamaya. The other side of the coin is that the place that was supposed to be hosting 64 yoginis is becoming a temple of one goddess. Even the basic difference of the roofless temple is beginning to be forgotten because the desire of recreating the typical shrines of the Brahminical temples, that is with a roof. It seems that one of these days we will forget that the Tantra tradition of the Yoginis was probably a spiritual path that wanted to shake away the traditional Brahminical ideas.